one of the greatest receivers of the last generation, continues to drop balls. He dropped like three.
He dropped that touchdown pass.
He dropped a touchdown pass. Cade Otton, because I had money on that motherfucker. He dropped that shit. It should have been a touchdown too.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Top of the hour, man. I think as the weeks go on, my morale for football has just plummeted. If you go back from the start of the season, I was probably hyped. Now I'm.
Remember how joyous you were when
Yeah.
after the Patriots game? I was like, you know what, the Patriots played well. You guys played well. That should be a good season.
Yeah. So fuck that. Clearly, fuck that. Before we get into it, definitely want to appreciate y'all for tuning in. For those who always stick around, those who tune in every Tuesday when we are live, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. If you will, check our YouTube page. Yes, you were watching us on YouTube, obviously, but I went ahead and dropped our first reel. It was from the game when the Tennessee Titans played the Jacksonville Jaguars. Almost said Panthers. I was thinking Black Panther was on. I'm sorry. So
that was a crazy pull.
right. No, because I was thinking, I was like, Black Panthers, almost said Panthers, but it's Jags. Yeah. So again, definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. I left a poll. Always expect a poll because I actually like these polls. My question for you guys, in your opinion, what was the biggest upset loss this past weekend? I got top of the hour, Eagles Bucks. Then I had the Green Bay versus Dallas. Someone voted that game. And I also had the Browns versus the Texans because that game went totally left than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Flacco, it happens, I guess.
Yeah.
And then lastly, the Sub-Zero game, the Dolphins and the Chiefs. That one was a game.
That was a game of all time.
That was a game.
Yeah. That was the game of all time.
It was a game
It was a game that was played.
Yeah. Yep. He got he got shoved to Cancun or some shit. Yeah. Or he got that press was that shit was tough.
Also, I don't want to pat myself on the back here. The conversation we had last week was a little more relevant right now. Couldn't get it done without a quarterback. Remember I said last week we were talking about how they're a quarterback away.
So we're actually going to get into that because I actually had that. So we'll get into that because it actually tied into a lot of what you said, which made me change my opinion on Hurts and what showed yesterday. So we'll definitely talk about it. Yeah. So honestly, you're right. I
didn't bring it up in the chat, but I was thinking, I'm like,
no, you're right. But without further ado, appreciate y'all. We are going to go ahead and kick this junk off. But I don't know where to start anymore because college football is out.
Yeah, it's over.
So now we got basketball in full effect. We have college basketball.
Oh, actually, we can cover college football. We can cover Harbaugh, Saban.
Oh yeah.
We also cover the couple people declared for the draft. I guess we'll start. You want to start small with the what's his name? Harbaugh. You want to start with that?
Yeah, let's do that first. Okay. Yeah, so let's start with college first, and then because I didn't know if that was
smallest news. What's his name?
I didn't know if that was going to tie into pro, but yeah, so we can start. So after, it always happens a day after we go live. Mm-hmm. That big news airs. So let's start with the Nick Saban leaving Bama.
Yeah.
Did anybody see that coming?
No. Now looking back on it, did you see the video? He went up to like the Alabama fan section at the championship game, and he was kind of like shaking hands and like blowing kisses and like
yeah.
No one probably even thought about it. Even if you showed me that like the day after, I would have just been like, oh, he's just appreciative that they showed up.
Right.
I think that was kind of his
good, actual goodbye.
He already had a drop. I think win or lose, I think he was done.
Yeah.
That's like last night with Kelsey hugging his O-line coach.
Yeah.
I was like, he's done.
And he went up to his mom and dad who were in the stand, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
Shook their hands and then went back.
Yeah, because I saw him tear up and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What a way to go.
also with Saban, so I guess
what a way to go, bro. What a way.
So Saban came out and talked. I don't know if it was a podcast or it was a snippet. He told someone. I guess the season took a toll on him.
Yeah.
So it was like recruiting process, spring games, yada yada yada. He was like, I couldn't see myself doing it again, and so I think he probably had this true up for a while.
Yeah.
He probably didn't think he was going to get this far, honestly.
It felt like it too. I felt like it was like the door was starting to close on that team. Not so much just like bringing in star talent, but I feel like there's a change.
There was a change into the guard. Like you were getting passed by Georgia. Now Michigan looks good. I mean, there's teams that are lapping them.
Yeah,
they're not like the big powerhouse anymore. So, and what else could he do?
Nothing.
He
did so much.
He coached in the NFL. He won national championship. There's nothing left. So,
I mean, the only thing for him to do is just win more championships at that point.
And now he's probably thinking they're going to give him a spot on game day.
Have to.
They'll throw him on that panel. He probably replace Lee Corso or something.
Probably.
Because Lee's getting old.
Yeah. And Saban could probably do it for 15, 20 years. It's not that intensive. You fly, sit there, talk. So.
I mean, I'm sure he would want to spend some time with his family.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure he's got it all set up. They already probably figured out the perimeter of it.
Yeah, he's set.
Yeah. So that's it for Saban. And Alabama had some people transfer too. A lot of recruits. Well, they didn't have anyone transfer yet, but they had recruits decommit because they were coming there for Saban.
And then you saw what Shadir said, or he posted something on Twitter saying, "Bama recruits, holla at me."
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing his own recruiting.
The Washington coach is going there.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Kellen. How do you pronounce his last name? DeBurrow? Fuck it. Anyways.
Joe DeBurrow?
Something like that. No, Kellen something.
Oh, okay.
The Washington head coach.
He's going to Bama.
Yeah, he's going to Bama. And then...
Fully cucked his players.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? Dude.
Like, bro, what?
And then...
He said the same one. I was like, they didn't put in his 2 weeks. Bro, they didn't put in his 24 hours.
You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if y'all are going to remember this when Lane Kiffin left Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he just got the fuck up out of there.
Dude, he left Tennessee to go to USC, and it was like an overnight thing. And there's videos of like they started rioting. They were throwing shit. They were tipping over cars.
Yeah.
He was only there for 1 year, and it was like a 24-hour turnaround. He was like, no, I'm gone. Don't know what you guys thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Washington, they just got Pete Carroll to freak up out of there. So we'll definitely talk about that too.
Yeah, it's been a great week last week for
coaches,
for Michigan fans, and an absolute terrible week for Washington.
Yeah. I didn't see that shit coming.
There was a kid sitting in the stands. He had a Michigan hat on and a Lions jersey, and he was like 6. They were like, this kid didn't know anything. He thinks it's like the greatest franchise of all time.
Right.
Like that. We went all the time.
If he only knew.
If he only knew what the rest of them had to go through.
Man's only knew.
And then there's one from the Dallas game where some mom had 2 kids. One of them was wearing a Dallas jersey, crying in the lap.
Oh, yeah, with the Green Bay. The duality of men.
The duality. Was there anything else in college football? Caleb, in his typical fashion, which he seems to do also well, waited to the absolute
last
possible second to announce
declare. I noticed that too. It was yesterday or today?
The deadline was it Friday or it might have been? I think it was like the 13th. It might have been Friday.
Okay.
Because he waited to the
to the last moment,
which they clowned him for. I mean, I mean, he's just that's who he is. Like,
so do you think moving forward he'll have a attitude problem, or does he already have that diva mentality?
I might get flamed for it because I see people defend him. I think he has a diva mentality already. Yeah, I do. And
I see it.
His arm talent, warrants that. It's not like he's a bad prospect. He's probably one of the most hyped prospects we've had since
this season.
Luck and way back then. But
this season doesn't warrant that attitude, though. No. Definitely not, especially when there were games along the stretch that y'all just, I mean, I get it, you don't play defense, but at the same time, those were games that you obviously slipped away offensively. So that it doesn't warrant that attitude.
And I haven't seen enough from that locker room react to him in a positive manner where I'm like, 100%. Okay, he's a little loud and he, makes waves, but they love him.
Right.
He's got some big shoes to fill that he did to himself.
So I think, so if he nips that in the bud now, he will do great.
And it's going to be, a lot of that's going to be pre-draft interviews when they do the combine and stuff like that.
Right.
Teams are going to judge him on that. They want to see how his character is, which character-wise, I believe he's 10 out of 10. But mentally, I mean, he could break down with that if he's overzealous with it. So.
Yeah. Bro might need to take a page out of Johnny Manziel's book and let your play do the talking and not, you.
And the thing is, I don't question his competitiveness or that he wants to win.
No,
he wants to win.
He's a winner. I just thinking just in the manner of just how he presents himself.
Yeah,
he could carry himself a little bit more maturely.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, when he reacted like that with his parents, he went to cry in the stands. That shows me that he wants to win. He cares about what he's doing.
I still feel like that could have been done off camera, but I mean, I get it though.
I will stand up for him with that. I didn't like the flack he got for it because, like, at the end of the day, he's a kid.
Right.
He's like, I think he's 21, 22. I'm like, your parents are there. You just lost a big game. You got the national media going to scrutinize you. There's a lot of pressure on him.
Right.
So, he's got to fix that quick, though, because he's going to get that reputation, and they're not going to.
Oh, yeah, especially in the NFL, because that shit's a no-fly zone.
No.
In the NFL.
No. Those are big boys. They're not going to do that.
They're not going to really be cool with you talking out the side of your neck.
No.
I have the list of people who declared for the draft. It's a very extensive list, so I'm not going to go through every person.
Yeah, there's been it's been going on for a little bit.
Yeah, so, but Caleb was, as Ronnie said, the last player to declare for the draft in typical diva fashion. So we'll see how that goes. Last week we did do our draft picks. Well, not our draft picks, but mock draft. Hold on. So, good evening, y'all. Sean, I'm done watching college basketball now. Gators suck, so my sports year is done. Damn, how the Gators looking? Bad?
What happened?
UCF just beat it like a top
5. Speaking of UCF, you see who committed?
No.
Mikey Williams.
Oh, yeah, he coming back. Yeah, he coming back.
I mean, it's probably not a bad look for him. Smaller school. Slide under the radar, but...
whoa.
I do wish him the best. I just don't know if
Bro, coming to Florida?
Bro's going to be in Orlando.
Fellas, for my fellas...
He's going to be at Guild Nightclub every night.
Fellas, this is a warning for my fellas that attend UCF. If your girl likes basketball... leave her now.
Yeah.
Watch it.
If a Snapchat comes up it's Mikey,
bro.
Don't,
fellas. I promise you, I'm not trying to be a home wrecker, fellas. For your girls, especially those who dating white women, your girl likes basketball, regardless if you know she does or not.
White women.
Leave your girl now. Leave her, or hey, look. Just take the T. If y'all got Spectrum, cancel that shit today.
Because they got UCF games
on. Come on, bro. Today.
Mikey with a basketball emoji. If she doesn't block him, you leave. Leave.
At this point, if your girl is breathing air, leave her.
We're going to be scanning that stupid section.
Come on, bro.
Target acquired.
Dang, y'all lost to Tennessee 85-66. Jeez.
Yeah, that was the game I forgot.
That's tough.
I haven't locked into college basketball.
My God, bro. I am sorry for. Hey, man. Look, well, you know how my group. You already know how I feel about football, bro. We really about to get into this bracket. So before we do, are we good? Did y'all have anything I want to bring up? Anything at all?
For like
just anything.
Oh.
Because we got plenty of time. I'm not gonna waste my. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. The only time after today, the only time I want to talk about an eagle is if I'm referring to the bird, the actual bird.
When they fire the entire coach.
That too. So.
Or Jason Kelly.
Jesus Christ. I might have to type up a contract where I hop on the Jalen Hurts hate train.
I'm trying to see if there's
might.
I was tipping in.
Are you like a foot over or?
I'm like running back to jump.
Oh shit!
Do you see this? Jalen, please stop. Please step up. We're getting our ass kicked. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. We do not lose.
Put that shit down. Put
that
shit
down.
Put that shit down. Put that shit down.
Have you seen the videos with the Drew Walls guy where he goes to Target and he has the tripod set up? It's the Drake songs playing over it. He has like a "Get Ready with Me." Oh, it's not gonna be funny then. Never mind.
Fuck no! I saw no. The only thing I saw with a bunch of dudes setting up a tripod was like people were actually making fun of a group of dudes in suits setting up a tripod in a coffee joint. Ah, hell yeah! I saw that.
Did it to him.
I saw that. Man,
they set up the camera. Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, I saw that shit.
It's crazy because they called that like 3 weeks ago. They were like, Jalen, after he loses in the first round, he's gonna be doing that, and that's what happened. I don't have anything else though. I mean, there's no slander I can give to you guys. You guys already knew what it was, and I'm glad. Listen, I'm not trying to like encourage hate to your quarterback, but like I'm glad you guys see it. I just want you guys to see it. I'm like, what is he doing?
Look, I'm gonna have to get this shit off my chest when we get to that point. I can't let this shit go unsaid. No. I was sitting on that. I let that hatred fester overnight, so I can talk about this shit today.
My brother made the possible greatest center in the league retire.
And all bro had to do was yell at his teammates and say, "You know what? We are going to win this freaking game. All right. I needed some freaking grit, some fight. I needed a Tom Brady vein right here. I got none of that. I got fuck this dude."
You know, they showed the picture of the Alabama quarterback room.
Yeah.
There was a tweet from like a year ago.
Yeah.
It was like, this shit is dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous. Someone said that all 4 of them are going to be on a destroying video in like a month. Dude.
Yeah,
you guys hold it in.
I'm holding it in, dog. I'm holding it in.
Tua, ass. Mac, ass. Jalen, ass. Who's the other one I'm missing? There's another Alabama quarterback. There was a 4th one in that picture.
I don't know.
Oh, Bryce Young.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bryce Young.
All right. So, do we want to take out our lists? I almost said pull out, pause. Take out our lists. I've been on some debauchery lately, so I'm trying to clean up my attitude. Do we want to take out our lists for our playoff predictions? See, this is why I don't bet, because my bracket is blown the hell up.
Yeah, this got messy very quickly.
So, in the Bucks-Eagles matchup,
oh yeah, okay.
I had Philly advancing.
I did too.
I hate this team.
I had to. I had fucking Philly winning the Super Bowl.
Bracket busted.
Yo, real shit. If they got a tech guy, don't pull up our picks from last week.
Hey, but my other half of the NFC East, or not East, sorry, NFC bracket. All of them.
Oh, they all clocked in?
Oh, damn.
Oh, yours too?
No.
Oh, none?
None of it.
Oh, you flopped?
Actually, I went 0-3 in the NFC.
Damn.
I had a Rams and Dallas matchup this coming up week.
I had Rams, Lions won. I had Green Bay, Cowboys. I picked the boys and the Green Bay one, thank God. Who else? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so I went 2 for 2. Or, I'm sorry, 2 for 4.
I went... Wait, NFC?
Yeah. NFC, I went 2 for 4.
Am I missing one here? 2 for...
Bucks, Eagles, Rams, Lions, Cowboys, Green Bay. I'm sorry, I went
2 for 3.
Yeah. So how my shit was looking right now, I had all my other predictions like right below each other. Yeah, I went for 2 for 3.
I went 2 for 3 as well.
Oh God, on the AFC side, I freaking flopped.
Yeah, big time.
Browns Texans. I took the Browns Texans one.
I did too.
Dolphins Chiefs. I wanted the Dolphins just to beat the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won.
Oh, I took the Chiefs, but I obviously wasn't rooting for them.
And the Bills Steelers. Well, that was an obvious one. Bills won. So I went. I was 1 for
That game
3.
went from blowout
to close.
Okay, and then arguably that Pickens hold, what should have been called.
Yeah.
Could have gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't going to win, but
shout out to Josh Allen for not throwing a pick.
Yeah, you did good.
You almost freaked up, but hey, bro dropped it.
Hey, bro, how about that run?
Oh yeah, that was a tough ass run. Yeah, bro was smoothing.
I saw every fan base that's ever hated him, including myself.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
Bro got up. I was like,
it's a big boy running.
And I was like, he's on the side. Oh God.
Ding, ding, boom. Yeah.
Had the wheels.
He hit that
big dude.
Yeah, he hit that corner and took off. I was like, oh man, this man is he is fearless. Bro.
Okay, so also while we're on the topic, the fake slide, is that something that should be banned, or is that just a part of the game?
He didn't do the Kenny Pickett.
No, he slid. No, he slid.
No, he pulled up.
Oh, he did? Oh, I missed that one.
He pulled up, he went like
get rid of that shit.
But then went through.
Get rid of that shit.
Because you know with the safety rules now, everyone's dropping 5 yards back. Whoa.
Get rid of that shit. Yeah, get rid of it.
Not to take away from that run, because that run was still what it was.
No, it was a tough run, but still, it's like, yeah, you're honestly putting yourself in harm's way by faking a slide.
Yeah.
He didn't even fake. Nah,
right.
You can't even call that a fake slide. You can't even call that a fake slide.
Right.
He like stutter stepped.
He stutter stepped and stopped.
You can see it.
Hell no, that ain't no fake slide.
That's not fake.
The way he pulled up, though, my initial reaction as a defender is, oh shit.
Nah, he was still upright. So if he were to fake slide, he would have dropped his grab.
To me, when he dropped
his, like he was trying to.
He dropped his shoulder right. Oh wait.
Yeah.
That's he's already.
Yeah.
I was gonna say dropped his shoulder.
Not even.
When he went back, I don't know, man.
He was like.
I'm not trying to be a hater though. I'm talking about the fake slide in general.
Oh yeah, the fake slide. Yeah, take away the fake slide.
They did with the Kenny Pickett thing.
Yeah.
That was like a real.
Nah, that fake slide was tough.
That was
bro got him up out his shit, and then he got back up. I was like, oh, that's sick.
I will give credit to the script writers in the AFC side.
Oh yeah,
probably the best entertainment-wise matchups.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like I said, all these matchups have storylines. I mean, come on, bro. You can't get any better. You can't get better than the Stafford Jared Goff lineup. That shit was tough.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize they disrespected the fuck out of Jared Goff. When it came out, you read a little report that was like, yeah, we could have been treated him better.
Oh yeah.
We traded him. I was like, oh.
That was the storyline too, is that they kind of dismissed Jared Goff.
Yeah.
And then your quarterback, who gave you the best years of his life,
right, and
the worst situations, you just
put
him to the side. Mm-hmm. It's fine because obviously, like, let's say, I guess Nick Foles, like when you had the Super Bowl, he comes back.
Yeah.
He is the opposing quarterback, and you guys are in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So you're not supposed to go, oh, Nick, we love you, Nick. No, you're gonna boo. You're gonna boo the team.
I mean, yeah, and it was crazy too because they was booing him.
They were booing him, and I guess they were booing their kids too, which was
okay, so that's dirty.
Because Kelly came out and said Kelly Stafford was like, "Yeah, we love this city. We're going to be rooting for Detroit the rest of the way," but they were very disrespectful to our family and the stands.
Oh yeah, no.
Bro, I mean, I get it, but like their first like big playoff game, them boys were hammered.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
That stadium,
they didn't know how to act.
Loud.
Yeah. Lit.
That shit was loud. I was watching on TV and I was like, holy crap, I can hear every run.
Even the announcer said they was like, as soon as they scored, this place about to blow up.
Yeah.
And as soon as they scored, everybody, that shit was loud.
And then Eminem was here and got him hyped before the game too. I'm like, that was like a
they would have had to win. Yeah. But that was a back and forth matchup. That was probably the best match we watched.
That game as far as competitiveness, absolutely.
Back and forth.
If the Cowboys would have played like they were playing at the end of that game early, that game probably would have been game of the week.
I'm so glad that the freaking I am so glad that they came through in the clutch. I did not want to wake up and see any Cowboys winning shit.
Imagine, I don't want to bring this up. Don't give me the sideways look, but if the Cowboys would have won and you guys would have lost,
I would have been disgusted.
It would have probably been the saddest week for you.
Oh no, real shit. I'm one of these days. I'm probably gonna say, we gonna have to postpone the pod.
Yeah.
Cause real shit, I'm not gonna be coming on camera, pause, and just having to deal with this shit. I was praying to God that they lost.
Go back to the whole fan thing, bro. That Bills game would have been the funnest game.
As a fan to be in the stands,
it would have sucked because it's freezing.
Yeah.
But you ever see when they scored like a big play
and they throw snow? Yeah.
And then just
they were throwing snowballs at fucking Pickens.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh my god!
Like anytime like Pittsburgh was close to the end zone, they were chopping snowballs,
dude. Shout out Bills Mafia, man. And it was funny too because the stadium, they were actually wanting to like pay people $20 an hour to shovel snow at like 10 p.m. I would have did that shit.
And they were showing up.
Oh yeah,
that's what I was saying. Like if it's your team,
yeah.
What do you? I captain
100%, 100%. Yeah, hell yeah. I was like,
they should have done like money off your ticket or something too. I feel like these people are like, I mean, they're crazy enough. They're just gonna show up.
Yeah.
But I would have been like, yeah, you get like 10% off your ticket if you show up and do this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, Bills, hook a brother up with some free ticks. Oh yeah, Josh, you just about to bring up the fact that the Cowboys got cooked. Oh yeah, we barely got into football, bro. Yeah. We gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about how Philly got cooked too. Cause boy, they got fucking.
Yeah, we about to talk about Philly.
Yeah, we gonna talk about Philly, man. Cause cry Eagles cry, I guess. That's the last time you're gonna hear me talk about that. Man, all right, y'all boys. So. Where to start? Actually, let me go over some NBA news, if there's any. Kings coach Brown fined $50,000 for an incident that occurred during and after. Yeah, Emily bought it for me. Oh. She bought the shit for me. My other shit's over there. Yes, I am drinking a straw on camera. I don't care.
It's Stanley.
I'm over it. Y'all can cook me. I'm hydrated. That's all that shit mattered. My team lost. I don't know what to tell y'all.
I hate being alive in this generation because the first thing when he pulled that, I went, "Is that a Stanley cup?"
Yes, that is a Stanley cup. Look, I got a Stanley cup. All right, not the one y'all thinking.
No.
When they first came out, Maddie, my ex, had one. I was like, "You got a Stanley cup?"
And she didn't know what the fuck.
Oh, I thought it was like the Stanley Cup.
Oh shit!
Like, there's no trademark on this.
No,
I guess.
No,
I mean,
this is a freaking.
Well, it's just a Stanley.
A bear with a.
It's just
a bear with a crown and a wing. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Or bear lion. I don't know. Fuck it. One of them shits. Them 4-legged fiends.
Big cat.
Yeah, it looked like a bear to me. But Coach Brown got fined $50,000 for his tantrum. Bro almost threw hands with the ref, and I say almost exaggerating, but he was very off the shit. And Draymond returns to the Grizzlies after his suspension. He missed 16 games. It's weird that the NBA never disclosed how many games. It was always indefinite.
Yeah.
But he returned, and they got the brakes beat off them, I think.
The Grizzlies are going to get worse because Desmond Bane's out for a couple weeks at least.
And then Marcus Smart is still out.
Marcus Smart's out. Jaws out for the rest of the year.
I believe D Rose is still out.
Yeah, so they're like...
Yeah, there's nobody on that team.
And then
now.
Detroit happened to win again.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and right on cue.
Yeah.
Bane is out at least 6 weeks with a sprained left ankle.
And it's 6 weeks till they do an MRI on the ankle to see how it's healed, so it could be longer.
Oh, yeah, that
team is...
Yep. Miami Heat to honor Wade with bronze statue. About damn dime, I guess.
Yeah.
Pistons and Wizards agreed to a 4-player trade.
No, bronze. B-R-O-N-Z.
Yeah, bronze statue.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not LeBron. Not Bron.
No, it is D-Wade.
Yeah, it is D-Wade.
It's a D-Wade statue.
Yeah.
It's just in the bronze format.
Bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault. No, I meant bronze statue. Detroit send the former number 2 overall pick to Washington in exchange for veteran forwards Gallinari and Muscala. Yeah.
What a strange trade.
Yeah, what a strange trade.
Oh, you people.
That is a very odd.
I feel bad for Gallinari. He just wanted to play for the Celtics. Now he's been on like 3 different teams because
bro.
He didn't get to stay healthy.
Bro went back to being a journeyman.
Yep.
LaMelo Ball dazzles in return from 6-week absence. He put up 28 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals in his first game back from spraining his left ankle.
Now, if we could just get Lonzo back on the court, get the brothers.
That's what we need.
Yeah, we do.
I think that's what the NBA needs.
Yeah.
All right, so the NBA fines Raptors coach $25,000 for his comments following the Raptors loss to the Lakers on January 9th.
You can call me a fake fan. That's fine. I didn't know that was the head coach of the Raptors. He got up there, started talking, and I was like, who's this dude with this accent from, like, I don't know, where he's at, Russia or whatever?
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this? And then it's a head coach. I'm like, a lot of people didn't know either. They were like, that's the head coach of the Raptors?
I found it funny that LeBron commented after that, and he was like, oh, well, we didn't foul. That's why we got so many free throws, and y'all got 2. But I'm like, ain't no fucking way.
Bro went into battle for Scotty Barnes, too.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit.
Yeah, he did.
Scotty Barnes might have special needs, but apparently he's the up-and-coming face of the league.
You know, it's crazy. All right, so
there's a compilation of him having autism, dude.
So didn't he have a foot injury or an ankle injury?
Who, Marcus?
Marcus Smart?
I think it's been foot this year.
Because now he's out another 6 weeks with a finger injury.
Yeah.
A right finger injury. Pause.
The Celtics traded 2 of their best pieces last year.
And they are hurt.
And they are both hurt.
Yeah.
Presumably for the rest of the year.
That is
Is Brad Stevens a wizard? I don't think so.
I think bro can see into the future.
He must be able to.
Kawhi Leonard signed that 4-year, I think it was a 4-year contract extension with the Clippers. Yeah, it was like right after we aired that he got a max contract. Oh, well, I'm guessing y'all not going to re-sign PG.
No.
And it's funny, too. I just saw that. So, Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
He's going through that divorce.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pat Riley, because you did the damn thing. Y'all extended him for, I think, 10 years?
It was something crazy.
Contract. Yeah. It was a crazy bag after his divorce finalized. Shout out to you, Pat Riley.
And what's crazy too is they brought it up. I guess Spoelstra met her when she was like 18 or 19.
Mad young. Yep.
As a cheerleader.
Yep.
And
mad
he was
young.
Like mid-30s.
Yep. And she got the bag. She got the kids. She was like, "All right, cool. I'm done. Finalized. Oh, I'm about to rake you."
No.
Pat said, "I got you. Hold on. Hit me up when that shit finalized." Called him up.
Good, yeah.
Hey, we gonna re-sign you. He got his bag. Now she gonna run back. Look, I'm gonna keep it sports.
Because Spoelstra, though, as a coach, has kept this team through
relevant.
Yes. He's worked with very limited pieces. Now he has a good team again.
Yep.
He's kept him. Yeah, one of the best coaches.
Even through that rebuild after the big 3 left or LeBron left.
Yeah, and it wasn't even. It turned out to be like a year rebuild, if that, because they were still competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, one of the best coaches that we've had this generation. So.
Yeah, that is
good
crazy. Durant says that he has no ill will towards ex-teammate Green.
Okay.
The Suns star made previous comments after the NBA issued an indefinite suspension to Draymond Green. Yeah, and then I mentioned that Ja will be out for the season with shoulder surgery. Tired as fuck. All right. Let's get into this shit, dog. All right, I'm gonna read off the news and then we'll talk about the games.
Guess we'll cover. We could probably spend a little time with the coaches because that's definitely the big one.
Yeah. So as I go through the news, we'll cover anything. As well. So don't worry, we will not leave no stone unturned today. John Schneider is in charge of coaching staff personnel for the first time as a Seahawks GM.
Pete's been there, I think, since 2010?
Yeah.
Crazy. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
He might take a job within the franchise as well.
That was the report that came out. I guess it was that he was going to transition into a role. I mean, did he want to? Probably not.
There's also open to other coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone gives him a call, I mean, you get probably a couple more years.
He was on. There was another report that he was just fighting just to stay in that organization in general.
Yeah, I mean, the players love him.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a crazy ass season coming up for him.
He's lucky he won the Super Bowl, because if his legacy was that Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl when he threw on the goal line,
then
they would have probably booted him out a long time ago.
100%.
Yeah.
Commanders GM Adam Peters discusses upcoming head coaching search, building team around cornerstone players.
Washington went from joke to okay. Adam Peters is a good GM. They changed the ownership.
Yeah.
Second pick.
Mm.
They could trade up to first if the Bears don't want to take a quarterback and take Caleb, Drake May, whoever they want. Yeah.
I'll definitely keep my eye on them. Well, seeing as how they're in our division, but seeing as how this fucking team can't get their. Anyways, NFL truth be told, Cowboys and Eagles need change. Jared Goff and Baker Mayfield deserve flowers. That's a report. They are not lying at all.
Jared deserves it more than Baker. I'm not just because Baker beat you guys. I'm not trying to say that like that, but the way your state of your team was in the moment.
Let's be honest. They had one job and it was to win a game. They did it regardless of everything else. Mm-hmm. Let's be real. They weren't even supposed to be here.
No,
at all.
You could have put a gun to my head and told me to put $100 down on this being a divisional matchup.
Because I was thinking about all of our predictions. I think I said I had them going to the playoffs.
The Bucks?
Yeah. I had them winning.
The division. I
think I did.
No,
I had the Panthers. Stupid. I'm stupid.
One of us, I think, might have picked the Saints. You might have picked the Saints. Which wasn't. None of us picked the Falcons, but I think one of us.
Oh, hell no. I picked the Panthers. Yeah. Because they were too damn stacked at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had the Panthers winning. And yeah, so I count them out. I didn't even think they was going to be here just off of the fact of them just not having what they used to have with Brady.
No, the team is structured similarly, but you go from Brady to Baker Mayfield. Yeah. And Baker's been inconsistent, so I didn't think that was going to happen.
I had no earthly idea that they were going to get this far.
No.
So they weren't supposed to get here. So Baker in that right deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
Rams tight end Tyler Higbee torn ACL in Sunday's season-ending loss to the Lions. So that sucks because you lost, and then ACL is snapped in half off of that hit that he suffered. It sucks. I mean, I get it. Either you aim up high and you get flagged for targeting, or you go down low and then just pray to God something happens.
I don't want to label it a dirty hit because what else are you supposed to do?
Exactly.
But also, the NFL is going to look at it and be like, okay, they can't go high, but they can't go low. So where are they supposed to hit? Middle every time is not going to work.
Exactly.
That hit was probably 8 times out of 10, you're going to get an injury out of that. His leg was planted and it went the wrong way. So.
And I seen something on another podcast that they asked a group of wide receivers if they would rather get hit high or take a hit like that, and they said high.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's a career altering. You're not coming back the same way.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, who was that podcast I saw?
Probably.
I wasn't okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'd rather get hit high all the time. This area, all day.
Yeah.
I don't think it was high. I think it was helmet to helmet, and they're still
Yeah.
Concussion, stay out a week, or
I'm fine
tear
with
your
that.
ACL, stay out the rest of the year.
Fuck it. Worst case scenario, I'll turn out like AB.
He's going crazy on Twitter. Still.
Hey, come on. Worst case. I'd much
funny.
rather that than my ACL get snapped.
The Chandler Jones AB experience.
Yeah, come on, bro. I mean, it ain't that bad. I think. I'm playing.
Did you see the Bill Belichick song by chance?
The Bill Belichick song?
Chandler Jones wrote.
I'll be honest with you. I had to unfollow bro off my Instagram.
Did you?
I had to. I'm sorry.
It was beautiful.
It was like it went from football to like GTA side missions all over the place type shit. And then the one you was talking about when bro was dead ass like half naked on the ground, and then him getting hemmed up by the police. I was like, I can't, bro. I can't. You get your shit together. I'll come back. I'm sorry, bro. I got every time I get on IG and bros is acting a fool.
And the song too. I'll show it to you after this podcast. But he said, they shouldn't have fired Belichick. They should have fired Kraft. I was like, bro, you can't really fire the owner. That's what I told him.
Jesus Christ.
He said, you didn't deflate that ball. It was Brady. He threw Brady under the bus, but he was like, I love you, Coach Belichick. It was beautiful.
Oh my God.
Beautiful song.
That man is off the shit.
Needs a little help.
All right. Mike Tomlin tells Steelers players he plans on coaching in 2024. I'm sure you guys saw the
Go check right out of it. Go check out. He has a hot.
Oh my God.
That was funny, dude. So what? So you're not even a contract. You're a contract. We do not care.
Oh my God.
They're gonna use that the rest of the year too for everything.
Oh God, that's funny as fuck. Bro didn't even say shit.
I mean, why would they not bring him?
Oh man. Saints fire offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael after 15 seasons.
So I didn't realize he was there that long.
I know. I was about to say so all these teams about to get gutted.
Dennis Allen though, apparently he's fine.
Oh God, yeah, get that man the freak up out of there.
So they fired everyone but the head coach. Same thing as the Chargers.
Yeah, Brandon Staley issue, and then the next season they'll fire him.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh wait, our OC wasn't that bad.
Oh God,
some of these organizations are a mess. I don't understand what they.
I swear, bro.
Jameis Winston went against their head coach. Jameis Winston.
And then you fired the OC, bro.
Maybe it was the OC's fault. No, they openly said we want to get. Yeah, Coach Allen said, but we said we don't want to.
Oh my God, dog. Yo, this shit is funny. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yo, I'm at the point where I feel like we could run this team better than half these people. Give me a poverty franchise, and I will turn that bitch around.
The worst part too is there's so many head coaches.
I know.
And you're sticking with Dennis Allen.
Yeah.
Not done anything. I don't even think they've gone to the playoffs in the last 3 years. So.
Right.
I don't know. Good for them. Hope it works out.
Jesus Christ. All right, so Dolphins GM states that the goal is to have quarterback Tua Tagovailoa in Miami long term. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So I asked one of my
Dolphins fans?
No. I asked one of my business owners that I partner with, for the whole insurance thing. Mm-hmm. I was actually having the same conversation that I was having with y'all, and so I actually asked him the question that you asked us on the pod. Mm-hmm. Is the Miami Dolphins a quarterback away from, actually being successful? Yeah. He said that Miami is cursed and they will never win a championship.
They now have the longest playoff win drought.
Which
is 2000.
That is tough.
2000's last time.
Wow.
And I don't quote me. It might have been Marino's last year. I'm not sure.
Jeez.
But yeah, they haven't won a playoff game since 2000. And in that, they won the wild card round and got stomped in the divisional. So they haven't actually gone the distance in the playoffs.
Right.
God knows how long.
Right.
I don't know if Miami dealt with injuries this year. I get it. They lost Jalen Phillips. They lost Bradley Chubb. Xavier Howard got hurt.
Yep.
Had O-line get hurt. I get it. I understand the play. But I don't know. I mean, Tua single-handedly put them at a deficit in that game.
I also feel like when it comes to coaching, Mike McDaniels, he will be they will crown him as one of the most smartest head coaches.
Yeah.
But then when you get paired up against a vet like Andy Reid, freak, help me out. Who they play against?
Who they beat? I mean,
Because they
lost against Harbaugh.
They lost to Harbaugh, Bills twice, Sean McDermott, Andy Reid, Nick Sirianni. Mm-hmm. So is it just when you're going up against championship caliber coaches, do you just get outplayed? I mean, Sean McDermott hasn't gotten that far, but
to warrant that, I don't, because I do think I was going to kind of segue into that. I think McDaniel deserves some blame. I don't think he's getting any of it at all.
I agree with you. But I think he should get.
It's the same scenario that like a lot of people talk about is like, does your quarterback really elevate the talent around him on the football field? To me, Tua does not. So you need to have a coach that works to that strength, which he hasn't really been doing. It's the Tyreek show. We have Tyreek Hill. It's like, okay, well, what else can we do? Well, we have Raheem Mostert. Oh, okay, cool. But like, there's nothing. If he had, I don't know, give me if he had Devontae Smith, I'm not trying to like dog him, but I'm saying you took Tyreek Hill out and you put Devontae Smith there. Is this the same offense? I don't
So I would think so. It's really just a caliber of player because even though they're both 1,000-yard wide receivers, it's just the caliber of player that Tyreek is that makes that offense special.
It's the amount of plays you can make so little out of so much.
Right.
You could check it down for like a 5-yard pass, and he's probably going to get 20.
Because we could say the same thing with the whole Kansas City thing that he left Kansas City and they haven't been the same. But the year that Tyreek left, that team went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's more of coach and quarterback.
Andy Reid being a good coach, and Mahomes can elevate.
Right.
Mahomes just won a playoff game and is now in the divisional round with
MVS. Nobody.
Cole Hartman, who pulls up on deep routes.
And what's his name? Kelsey.
Kelsey, who's not looking like Kelsey.
Taylor Kelsey,
yeah.
I just made that shit up.
Here goes Mahomes. Mahomes was in the hair. He's right there.
Yeah. Oh hell no! Man, get this.
That's Troy.
That's the GOAT.
That's the GOAT.
That's the GOAT.
I don't know.
The most terrifying, nicest man.
Yeah. Facts.
You would walk up to him and he would be like, "Hey, how are you?" And
and then he fucking.
He's jumping over the line.
Exactly.
It's just the only touchdown they scored was a
Tyreek
bad pass. Tyreek made something out of nothing and got a touchdown. If it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have scored a single point. Weather, sure, you can blame it on weather. Dolphins fans, I seem like they lean towards like it was bad weather. Well, he needs to learn how to play
But then I also saw Dolphins fans with no shirts on in sub-zero temperatures just to prove a point like the weather doesn't affect us.
And this is a stat, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but in Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, their bench is angled to the cool side. The away side has the sun beating down on them.
Right.
So they're dealing with let's say it's a September game, 95-degree temperatures. The Dolphins got 80 and they got fans blown on them.
No, it's like 100.
Well, yeah, it's more. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, the humidity and everything. Yeah, I remember.
So
I wanted to consider that too because we are a Florida team.
With the benefit of having that, that's how their stadium's angled.
And then the only time that they really play against any fringing weather is when they play you guys and when they play Buffalo and the Jets.
Yeah.
So that's the only time when they're ever in cold weather.
This year they played. The one time they played in New England was week 3. It was probably 70 degrees, 65 degrees. It doesn't get cold there yet that quick.
So Miami doesn't really have the issues of dealing with like weather games like other teams do.
Yes. So that's definitely something to consider as far as like Dolphins fans saying, well, this weather, try to play in 100 degrees down in Florida in September, and you're not going to play the same.
Correct.
The main point I'm trying to get at though is I don't think they need to throw a lot of money at Tua because I don't understand how you can just stamp him and say, yep, he would take us to a Super Bowl. Right? If you're paying these guys big contracts, they believe Jalen can take you guys back to a Super Bowl. He did. They believe Joe Burrow can take you to a Super Bowl. He did. Right? You're paying money for what you think is the ultimate goal, which is a Super Bowl. I don't think Tua can do that. And what else can the Dolphins do? I could ask you both to elevate themselves to get to a Super Bowl. The talent's there. Another receiver, you have Waddle and Hill. What are you going to do? You're going to put T. Higgins out there as a third? I don't know what else
That would help their depth. I mean, even though they do have because they had Chase that didn't see a day, didn't see a damn.
He's cooked over.
Sounds like another team on
Yeah.
Sorry, got a damn notification. So it would help. It would help them at wide receiver. That I think that they could also get another weapon at tight end just to spread the offense. So it's
They do need a solid, top 10 tight end.
So it's not the Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill show, even though that's like the main power of the offense, and they mix in the running plays. I think a lot of the times too, like that, what hurt them in that game was the play calling. I know they were trying to go back to their B&B with the trick plays, but taking the ball straight up the gut, trying to open up the defense, I think that could have been better. But definitely a solid receiving tight end. Their running backs are fine.
Their defense, when healthy, I don't see an issue. When their secondary is good, their line's good.
I mean, but I sort of feel like we plead the case of like the whole FSU joint. We didn't get to see this team at its full potential because of injury.
That I will tell you, I think this team at full potential in that Kansas City game wouldn't have mattered.
Then I think at this point, I think it's just I don't even think it's a quarterback thing.
I don't know. It's just, and I think this has followed a pattern. If you look, they had the chance multiple times to close out this division, and they started folding against average teams, good teams, back and forth, and set up an unnecessary situation where they should have beat Buffalo. They didn't, and then they got stuck playing in negative 30-degree temperatures. When that game you play in Miami,
right? So then we were talking about this last week, and then you bring in, say, Justin Herbert. I feel like no matter who you bring in, I don't think it's a player thing. I don't know if it's a coach thing. I don't know if it's a GM thing. I don't know what it is.
I think the only way this conversation can actually get rectified is I think you run it back again next year, and like you said, you kind of fill out a few holes, get a team healthy. If you're still playing the same way, then you got to look at your coaches.
Right.
If you think Tua is the guy, which they think Tua is the guy, then where's the fault lie? It has to lie on coaching.
Right.
The offense wasn't the problem. They were fully healthy most of the year.
Right.
A-Chain went out a couple games. But if you believe that Tua is the guy, then your next logical step is to go, okay, well, who's calling the plays? Who's in charge of them? Why are we losing?
I really just want to say I feel like it's more coaching. Because when they go up against better teams, when you beat up bad teams, they look very good. Oh, the coaching is phenomenal. But then you play the better teams that have better defenses, and it's like Tua. I get it. It's like coach and quarterback. Coach draws up the plays. The quarterback and coach have to work together to see what's going on. So it's like, at what point, like, who does it fall on? Does it fall on the coach for not understanding what the team is doing, or does it fall on the player for poorly executing the call?
I think it falls on Tua for poorly executing the call.
But then he gets that call from the coach, and he called some bullshit like how Brian Johnson or Sean Johnson, whoever the fuck this dude is for the Eagles, and he calls a fucking screen pass when we need to get up the field. But then when DeAndre Swift gets a whole freaking 15 yards off of one run, I blame coaching. I genuinely blame coaching at that point, because you have the fucking pieces and you don't execute them well. You don't incorporate your entire offense into it.
I will give you guys your flowers by saying that the Eagles' offensive structure is so much better than Miami's as far as the weapons you have. There's more diversity. You can go to A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. You could run the ball with DeAndre Swift. You have a perfect O-line. You have a quarterback who is, in my opinion, much better than Tua.
But then, who executed better this season? The Dolphins did. They were first in the league for yardage.
And where to get them?
The same place that got us. The same place we got as far as
they led the league in a lot of offensive statistics, and they still got.
And we were shit on third down sacks. We were 12th, where we were fewest in league for getting sacks on third down, and we got bounced first round, just like the Dolphins did. So I blame coaching. I can't point a finger at what necessarily is going on with the Dolphins. I'll just say coaches got to be better. Get good. That's all I got to say. That's good, bro. That's all I got. I don't think it's a player thing. I think it's a coach.
I just don't think.
I'm not giving Tua an out because
No.
he could be. Oh yeah, he could definitely be better because those passes were ass. But at the same time, you got to rock as a football. But Mahomes is also throwing the ball too. So hey, it's all on the quarterback.
Again,
yeah.
And so like let's call it what it is. I'll split it down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Tua does not elevate his players, like I said.
100%.
So that does fall on the coaching because coaching needs to find a way to
utilize
get Tua to elevate.
Yep, and utilize your entire offense.
But if you get a quarterback like Justin Herbert who can run with trash bags,
oh my god,
Quentin Johnson who dropped every ball that was thrown to
100%, and still throwing the ball at him.
That's what it is. To me, I think we get lost sometimes. I don't think there should be this many variables with an NFL football team.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like, well, our quarterback is mid, so we need a good coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
No, get a quarterback that's not mid.
Get
a good coaching staff, and they'll work together.
I agree. Just like the old days.
Just like the old days.
I 100%
Were we talking
agree.
about this 15 years ago?
No, well, it was either the coaches were bad or the players were bad.
Yeah.
Not, well, on this game, some shit happened, so, yeah, I get it.
I mean, Belichick in 2008, when Brady tore his ACL, had a Matt Castle-led quarterback team that won 11-5.
Yeah. But now, if a quarterback gets hurt, well, they just didn't have their quarterback. So
yeah, it's a different. It's just.
Our running back was out, so
I hear it so much now, and I'm like, and I do give people credit. Like I understand that offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator makes all the difference, especially with you guys. A different setup there could have been a different season, but like at some point, can we just point the finger at the coaches or the players? I mean.
I think it's interchangeable. It's either one. It can be one or the other or both.
I've just never. The quarterback play has been so bad that they're just using Tua. Would have been. I'm trying to think of the most irrelevant backup.
I think if this were a different era, he would probably be along the lines of. I don't want to say. I would go to say Broncos, Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, Broncos, Jay Cutler was good.
Where you go like...
And I'm not going to say Chicago, Jay, even though that team was better.
And Broncos, Jay Cutler had Brandon Marshall and Eddie Royal.
Yep.
Who were two very good receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And who?
I think he had at one point Javon Walker at one point.
Yes,
and then he went to the Raiders.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't overlap. Brandon Lloyd.
Yes,
I believe was on that team.
Because I think before he was he played on the Redskins at the time.
Yeah, ho.
At the time, and then he went to Denver. And New England, and then he went to
Redskins,
Denver.
Broncos.
Yep. So, but no, I agree. If this were a different era, I don't think most of this shit would have lasted long.
No.
As long as it goes on.
And I feel like if you compare the statistics from the quarterbacks this year to any quarterback from 15 years ago, they would have laughed. But
definitely.
It's a different game. It's a different era.
There wouldn't be so many backups in now.
No.
Like all this backup shit. No, they would have found a quarterback just like that. They would have made some shit shake immediately instead of benching your starter who's just having a bad streak to put in someone who's worse than him to eventually bring him back in. Yeah, that shit wouldn't have flew back then.
But I mean, because the Tua discussion could go on. We could have a 3-hour podcast about just going back and forth and having different people's opinions. Time will tell.
Yeah.
I guess give him another season, and if they still love him, then pay him the bag.
Actually, we'll just see what happens next season.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
We'll just see. We'll just see what happens.
That's it.
Yeah. So, Najee Harris, Steelers need to be more disciplined. Calls for in-house changes in wake of playoff loss.
Oh,
I do not think that he has the muscle to say that. Because
I watched a lot of his runs yesterday,
and
he was getting stuffed.
Ass.
His vision,
trash.
Helen Keller. At least he can hear. Okay, Ray Charles. I'll give him Ray Charles. He's blind. His vision as a running back in the NFL is awful. So I do not like him.
Actually, who has better vision? Trent Richardson or Najee Harris? And y'all remember that big ass cap that bro missed?
They're almost cut from the same cloth. They're both Alabama running backs too. Notice the pattern.
Yeah.
Trent Richardson had more raw potential.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but bro just preferred running up the gap that had more people than the open gap.
What you know?
I mean, I'll go back to your Alabama comment.
Well, no, because I don't want to take anything away from Mark Ingram or from Jahmyr Gibbs or Derrick Henry. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, Najee Harris is running off that rookie year where he had over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
What has he done lately?
Nothing.
There's a compilation of him just with dog shit vision.
Trash, yeah.
And Jaylen Warren has been very solid, and they keep giving the ball to Najee Harris. That Pittsburgh offense, I'm not going to get into because I don't care.
Yeah.
But you fired Matt Canada, and
it still got worse. They had that 400-yard game and then just tailspinned after.
You know when it's bad? When you put in Mason Rudolph and you're like...
Trash.
Oh, my God. They started drooling over him.
Yeah.
Where did they get you? They didn't get you very far. And George Pickens is still throwing tantrums. They're saying he's competitive. I say it's a tantrum.
I mean, I'll be mad, too. You throwing a dude who freaking made an ass out of himself and he getting more touchdowns than me. Hell yeah, I'll be mad.
They have two receivers that have issues.
Bro, you drafted me first round for what? Cardio?
Stand in front of the TV and...
Oh, my God. You drafted me first round for what, fam? For that? I'll be mad as shit, too. I'll be throwing tantrums. Call me Stephon Diggs. Hey, shout out you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw any more tantrums.
No. He's going to throw a big one if they lose in Kansas City.
I think I know why, because they finally got the coach out. That might be it, because bro has been silent ever since they let the OC go.
You know, they're also, this is a tidbit for the Buffalo Bills, they're undefeated since...
throwing the coach out?
No, since McDermott was talking about 9/11. They're undefeated. You don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I just didn't know they were undefeated.
And since that came out, they're undefeated. Since he's... Listen, now, here's a group of guys that were determined, that kind of shit. They're undefeated. They haven't lost a game since then. So we might have some bigger problems in that Bills locker room. If that's what motivated them.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't get into that. But just know they're undefeated. So, which is a little disturbing.
Baker Mayfield propels underdog Buccaneers to divisional round with a win over the Eagles. Weren't we the underdog? What the fuck? It's always fun to be counted out. Weren't we counted out?
You know what's crazy?
I do remember watching the pregame and
everyone picked Tampa.
Yeah. How are we what the
And the Tampa fans were going crazy. They were like, no, everyone picked us. No. Because it was like.
We were counted out.
Yeah.
Does no one watch football?
In this particular game, maybe the beginning of the season, yes, you were the underdogs. Everyone thought you were going to be shit. But going into this game, no. I think you both said it was a good. Yeah, you guys were like, they're probably going to lose. Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, we did call it. Yeah, we did call that shit.
He's been calling it. Yeah.
Well, I said we was going to lose or win, but I was like, don't be surprised.
Yeah, which
was some bullshit, and I was like, yeah, 9-32.
I'm not going to go against the Birds. I mean, I picked them to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to go against my team, but do I know that these motherfuckers are trash? Hell yeah.
I also think Sirianni, because I know you guys are going to get into it, but he should be scrutinized. Because the last tush push that Kelsey ever ran didn't work.
Yo, nah, real shit.
Disappointing.
The fucking field goal.
Yeah. When that shit, real shit. When that shit got stuffed, I was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
When I saw this thing go like this, I said, oh, I'm gonna go.
Because my question is, what benefit do you have going for two?
Absolutely.
It was a 6-point game or it was a 5-point game?
Absolutely nothing. That was just a bad call because bro was edgy. Yeah. As soon as I saw the tush push get stuffed, that was really the beginning of the end.
No, I watched it. I was like, what? I mean, I was like, oh, he didn't get it. Okay.
No, I looked at I was like, oh fuck, we didn't get this. I was like, oh my god, this game is gonna be trash. I knew that shit was done. It was wraps.
They did mess up the late face mask.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that shit was missed. But they called someone else's. Oh, they called Dax after bro got tackled.
I will say though, I'm glad for your guys' mental health that it wasn't like a referee game.
I think
it was just.
At that point, I would have rather the referee game. 9 points.
Well, I mean, it was a ref game. They were bad.
Yeah, but
we were worse.
They were bad on both sides, but we were also.
We were so bad the refs couldn't even save us, even if we threw that game.
These dudes look like soccer players.
Oh my god, we did not want to tackle for shit.
That was the issue.
They just forgot how to play football.
Oh, someone's running. Oh, bro. Oh, fuck, he got out the gap. Oh, let me go tackle him.
Let me stand 5 yards back.
I'm going to save my comment for it because I'm going to bring it up when you guys talk about it, but there's a method to that, what he just said, which is true, that no one seemed like they wanted to do anything.
No one did. Hold on, let me finish this. Let me finish this.
I was going to say, I'll save it because I have a theory, but yeah.
Eagles All-Pro center Jason Kelce retires after 13 seasons following wild card loss to the Bucs. Appreciate you, bro. I'm so pissed that I can't even. I'm definitely gonna miss you. You will be greatly missed in the Philly faithful. I'm so angry that I can't even feel bad that you're leaving on these shitty terms. No. But it's so shitty. I'm sorry that we didn't treat you the best going out.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It's gonna get lost because you guys left the way you did, but just appreciate who he is.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't blame him at all. I'm not mad at him.
No, I mean from a stand back perspective as a fan of football.
Yeah, no,
one of the best centers of all time.
Yes, 100%. And I'm glad he played for Philly for 13 seasons.
Yeah, and he got his ring.
Yep,
he was your guys' cornerstone. You knew he was going to be there every year. So
well deserved. So
I wish he would have retired maybe last year.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'd rather him go out that way than how we went out this way. 100%. Eagles Nick Sirianni on job status after late season collapse.
I'm not worried about it.
Playoff exit. I'm thinking about the guys. Oh, you taking a page out of Jalen's book, huh? No, fuck that, man.
When the storm gets tough, you gotta grab the umbrella.
Jesus Christ. I'd rather him just.
You gotta get the umbrella and fly the fuck out of Philly.
Have you ever seen Mary Poppins? She flies away with the umbrella because the storm is getting so heavy.
I wish I would have got off that PC bandwagon like 5 weeks ago because now he sounds like a fucking idiot.
He's getting scrutinized by every person.
I know. Now it just sounds dumb. Yeah. Bill Belichick takes first post-Patriots interview with Falcons.
And I sent that yesterday. It just looks bizarre. Like they tweeted, we completed our interview with Bill Belichick. I'm like,
yeah, that shit was. This shit looked like a damn Madden franchise.
The crazy thing is, so there's two things with that. First off, I find it very hard to believe. You see that?
Him run down.
Yeah.
Like 5 steps.
I find it very hard to believe that the Falcons interviewed Bill Belichick. I think this was, Bill, come see our facility and tell us what you think.
Yeah.
You don't interview Bill Belichick at this stage.
Yeah, 100%.
He also wants a project.
Yeah.
So
something to work on.
Is that team pretty set up to be a good project? It's an awful division with no quarterback and a perfect offense. Pitts, London,
Bijan.
I mean,
Drake. London Drake. Sorry.
So you put, I mean, hell, he could go sign a veteran quarterback and then draft someone, make it a 3-4 year project.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Bucs got Baker with pretty much the same setup.
I think Mike will leave after this season. Mike Evans for the Bucs. Yeah. I think he'll leave after this season. No, it was rumored earlier throughout the season that this might be.
They didn't come to an extension, so I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, does he want to be a Buck for life? They're gonna love him anyway.
Right.
He already won a ring.
I mean,
how many seasons is he away from Jerry Rice? 3?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he needs to go to a team that's got that, got it set up.
Yeah. So he just really needs an all-star quarterback, honestly.
Yeah. Also, the fact, in Atlanta, I don't know how well he's going to be perceived with that 28-3. He single-handedly coached that defense to beat the Falcons. I mean, I don't know how they're going to.
Real shit. At this point, the Falcons don't have a choice. They're going to have to be like, "Hey, 28-3," but hey, you my coach now, so
yeah. You better forget about it.
Yeah, they're going to have some thick skin when it comes to that shit.
Yeah,
forget about it.
Forget about a cup. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Josh Allen had that 52-yard touchdown run. Mike Tomlin exits post-game news conference after a question. Yeah, we saw that shit. That shit was hilarious. USC quarterback Caleb Williams entered the draft. Oh yeah, L'Jarius Sneed jammed him into Cancun.
Did you
Yeah,
see that?
post.
Oh, he got.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah,
I mean, there was a little contact as far as, I mean, you could have called something maybe, but
it was
he just,
it was 5 yards. Yeah, that was all.
Yeah.
That was free. That was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was free. Aaron Jones 3 touchdown power 3 touchdowns power Packers past Cowboys in wild card win. He's a rare guy.
They were doing whatever they wanted at will, and someone, I remember there was some dude on TikTok, he was a Cowboys fan, he was like, I was the closest defender on some of those plays. Like, there was that touchdown of Luke Musgrave. I was like, where's the defender?
Bro was open.
Yeah.
Jumped to catch the ball.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Had time to stop, turn around,
Yeah.
and then run to the end zone for a touchdown.
Because it was almost like it wasn't even the best pass I've ever seen, because I think Jordan Love was like,
oh my God, he's open.
Yeah, he didn't think that was going to happen.
Bro was pressured too on most of these plays, and he still had enough time to line that shit up.
Because you don't draw it up like that. He's like,
that's a. And you know what's crazy too? Because anybody else, that's a sack.
Yeah,
those are sacks that they missed.
He would have these plays where he would get flushed.
Yeah,
scramble, then throw this
pass, and the touchdown
right in the hand.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs would get upfield.
Oh, Romeo Dobbs had a big
went
game
off.
Too.
Yeah,
Jordan Love, because you remember earlier this year, we can all take it on.
Yeah, because I did not expect bro to.
We took it on the chin when he had that drunk. What was it? The 4th and 1 where he stumbled over and yeah, remember that against the Falcons. We were like, yeah, what is this? What's wrong with this dude? And then
it's crazy because they had a skid mid-season too, to where it was just like they were always below or at 500, and then. What a way!
And I'll give credit. That's credit to the coaching staff for figuring it out.
Yep.
Their offense is the youngest offense in the league.
And so now, since this was his trial run on his 1-year contract, he'll get a. I don't think he'll get a crazy bag, but he will definitely get something to be like, yo.
Similar to, remember what Garoppolo got when he went to San Francisco and he won like 7 games in a row?
Yep.
Similar to that.
Got it.
They'll pay him a bag. I think it'll probably be like a 3-4 year contract.
Yeah, a little service fee for what he did this
One
season.
more trial run, which will be like a decent contract for 4 years, and then see what he can do. He earned it. He's played crazy. I mean,
definitely.
Yeah.
Sean McVay on 2023 Rams after wild card loss to Lions. Quote, they helped me find my way again. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. We did not know who was on this team, and we did not expect y'all to be here.
I always love looking at they did the Sunday Night Football lineup. The defense has like the most collection of no names I've ever heard in my life, besides Aaron Donald.
Created characters,
yeah, just like for the story, for the plot. I don't know. They had a good season. No one thought they were going to get to where they got.
Right.
But and Puka Nacua, nuts.
180 yards.
Yeah, he set the rookie. Yeah, he would set the rookie record for playoff. Yeah.
He was drafted what?
7th or
5th? I think 4th or 5th. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Jerry Jones is, quote, floored by Cowboys' loss, has no comment on Mike McCarthy's future. You know, get him up out of there.
Whoa!
The same team he took to the Super Bowl, he basically jacked up, came to y'all, bro, flopped. What's there to talk about? Get him out.
I seen a meme. It was like Mike McCarthy's still winning games for the.
Oh yeah, he's still winning. Yeah.
Now to get into that, there's not like a huge discussion about it. McCarthy's gone. They've won the division the last 2 out of 3 years,
and have not gotten shit out of it.
And they haven't got shit out of it. But like, is it his coaching that hits the playoffs and they fold, or is it Dak?
Both. Yeah, it's both.
I think they both need to get up out of there.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
Dan or Lautsky, he said that, and he was like, "Yeah, it might be a crazy take, and I might get hate for it, but they both need to go." I was like, "Hey, I'll fucks with you. I agree." All right, bro. Come on, bro. Oh yeah. Please. But no, for real, I 110% agree. Get McCarthy out of there. Get Dak out of there. Every time. Oh, Dak's the future. Dak's this. Dak's that. Dak has single-handedly led y'all to first round exits every day. Or
go back to the last 2 years of first round exits.
Yeah.
Dak running up the middle.
And
then the weirdest, stupidest play.
Zeke running center.
Zeke running center.
Yeah, and that was a McCarthy play. That was a McCarthy.
First, it's Dak, and then Mike McCarthy's stupid play.
Yeah.
And then we run it back to same syndrome. Who got fired last year? Kellen Moore, because it was his fault for calling the offensive plays. Now whose fault is it?
But then McCarthy got away with that crap, and then he was able to coach another year.
Mm-hmm. These coordinators, man, they take the fall, and then it's.
I swear I do not know who runs these teams, but y'all are. I'm not trying to call y'all slow. But y'all aren't the brightest in the bunch.
Well, if you look at most of the coaches in the NFL, everybody's got play sheets.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see? What does Nick do? Does he have a play sheet?
No.
What does he do? Bitch at refs?
I don't know if I think he got the dudes up top calling the shit.
Well,
it's not working. Fix it, bro.
Well, then I was gonna. So I talked about Patricia. He handed the reins over to Patricia, and your defense got exponentially worse. In my opinion, that defense got so much worse with Patricia calling plays.
His first game wasn't. It was bad, but it wasn't like last night.
No, and another thing with Patricia is, who put up 41 points against his defense in the Super Bowl? Nick fucking Foles.
Yeah.
Nick Foles. He's been trash. He's going to continue to be trash. He was trash last year and the year before. He'll be trash next year wherever he goes. We could start a hate club for that guy. Detroit, New England, and Philly now. All hate him.
Yeah, he can go in the Chip Kelly bin.
He can go in the Chip Kelly bin. He has taken down 3 franchises.
Yeah,
he ruined Mac. Now he's ruined your defense.
Yeah.
He's not Chip Kelly caliber.
What?
He's a terrorist.
Yo, don't say that.
He might be. Because he's
just put terror on the end of that. Just for YouTube.
Chip Kelly's a murderer of franchise.
Oh my god.
We had this conversation last night.
No, for real, I agree. Yeah,
that was a little strong.
No, because I saw. Yeah, no, I agree with y'all because Chip single-handedly ruined a franchise.
Ruined a franchise.
He ruined Philly. He broke up with we were literally right there. We weren't Super Bowl, but we just needed to get over one hump. He set us so far back.
But I think Chip did that to one franchise.
Yes.
But Patricia's done that to 3.
But he's just a defensive coordinator. You can replace those.
And an offensive coordinator last year, apparently, because
he was a head coach.
And he pissed off Slay in Detroit, and they got worse and worse as the years went by. Then he went to New England, tried to call plays. Mac,
you can fix defense. Bro, you can't fix a franchise in one season. He set us back. Mike Vick left. Deshaun left. Shady left. J Mac left. I think he just retired. I don't know where he went.
I don't know.
Brent Selleck retired. I don't remember where he went. And then brought in Fletch. Bro was about to single-handedly bend us over this coffee table, over Mariota, and look what he's doing right now. You remember all those people he was about to trade to get Mariota?
Fletch.
Fucking
Trent I think Cole? Not Trent. Was Trent Cole?
Was it Derek Barnett in his prime? And he was about to send first, multiple. Bro, we can't make that crap back up, bro. He almost freaked our future.
Maybe we should call him.
Yes.
We got Mariota, man.
I would have took him last night over freaking Jalen. But still, bro. You can't make that crap up. Look, I see what you're saying, honestly, but you can't. You can fix a defense over an offseason by getting a new coordinator.
Yeah.
He almost sent multiple first-round picks. He broke up our offense, labeled one of our wide receivers as a thug, ruined his.
I don't think he traded Deshaun.
No, he just left.
He traded Shady for Kiko.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Kiko Alonso, and then he got up out of there the next season.
Because he wanted his Oregon guys. That's all it was.
He ruined a franchise and a culture.
I will say, I think it's just, I will give you that. The way you pitch that, Patricia, he caused small little fires, but
you can fix that with just getting
Chip
rid of
Kelly
him. Yes,
the RPG,
yes, bro.
Yeah.
He. What can I say on YouTube? Wrecked. He just, bro. It was worse than a dumpster fire, and that would have set us so far back.
Yeah.
Who's the best coach?
Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna say it.
No. Oh God. Yeah. Well, basically that. Yes.
Get Chip Kelly in there and get Matt Patricia in there.
Yes. Oh my God. Jesus. That's just. Those are the Road Warriors, bro. They about to Devon Dudley, Bubba Ray our whole freaking set, bro. Worse than get the tables. Man, let me
Kick bombs.
Oh my God. Literally.
Perfect.
Bro, what? Ryan Shazier'd our stuff, bro.
Shout out Ryan.
Oh my God.
I know you're gonna win.
No. Oh my God.
Shout out.
Oh shit.
Shout out Ryan Shazier too for cheating on the girl that was with him the whole time he was paralyzed.
That's freaked up though. No, real talk, that's freaked up, man. She held you down when you was paralyzed, and that's how you pay her back. I mean, you come on, man.
You had the rest of your life set up to be a sympathy story, and you just decided
if you didn't like Shorty anymore, you should have just told her. But to just go ahead and do her dirty when you were just out like that, come on, man. Good. Continuing to the news, Tiger Hill believes Dolphins can learn from loss from the Chiefs. Quote, "We just can't be a bunch of front runners." I don't know what that means, but hey, you got to take the high road.
I think they can't be like good and then just like they were in the running for.
Yeah.
It's a weird analogy though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's saying they can't just be good; they got to be great. But...
Browns quarterback Joe Flacco, quote, "Super grateful for opportunity after wild card loss to the Texans."
That brother.
Yeah, that brother's. That game went from good to wow.
Yeah,
he went to the penthouse to the lobby real quick.
Yeah, 100%. Chris Jones after Chiefs shut down Dolphins in sub-zero temperatures, quote, "In defense I trust."
Oh, okay. There you go.
CJ Stroud on Texans wild card route over Browns, quote, "This is a dream come true." Let's see. And that is it for the news.
Missing a big one.
Oh, sorry. Chargers Raiders have interest in Jim Harbaugh, Max Crosby in full support of Antonio Pierce. Max Crosby said, "If you guys do not re-sign Antonio Pierce, I will be requesting a trade." So bro is holding their feet to the fire, which I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
You're missing one more though.
Yeah. Ravens designate tight end Mark Andrews to return from injury reserve,
which is scary. Yeah. He's missing one.
Just say it.
Hold on.
It might be so far buried. I don't know if he's gonna get to it.
Guess the news.
I don't like that I stumbled across this. Gwen Stefani to headline NFL TikTok tailgate at the Super Bowl.
We went too far. Go back up.
I don't like the fact
TikTok tailgate.
It's gonna be Charlie D'Amelio.
Oh, got you. Patriots hire Gerard Mayo to replace Bill Belichick as new head coach.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's big news, man.
I still think y'all should have went with Vrabel because again, I think because we talked about it, even though it still would have been a defensive head coach being a head coach, still with Gerard Mayo being a defensive coordinator to head coach, it leaves the offense lacking. But it's not a bad signing at all.
No, and all the players that are currently on the team were very happy with it and supportive of it. The thing I will argue about the Vrabel thing is Mayo has a good player relationship similar to Vrabel.
Right.
So if they wanted to stick in house and they didn't want to go through the whole process of like, oh, we got to bring in Vrabel, we don't know what we're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
The players like it. It's like they all love Mayo. He's been a good players coach, so it's a natural step up. In his contract too, which caused a rift, I guess, between Belichick and the franchise, he was next in line.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have much of a choice.
Right.
It was in his contract because he was doing head coaching interviews last year.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Belichick's time was up, that he was to step in as the head coach. So it was like a natural step up. He was our linebackers coach. There was no official defensive coordinator. He did call the plays, but they never gave him the title.
Got it.
Also, another part of news with that is Belichick's sons were offered to come back. So, I mean, if I'm Belichick's kids, I'm staying with that team.
Yeah.
Because you get out of your dad's shadows.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm going to go follow daddy to wherever.
Right.
Like, you want to be an NFL head coach, then prove you can be on that without your dad calling, the majority of the plays.
Right.
So,
I agree.
I guess his kids have a good relationship with Mayo too, so hopefully they stay because I mean they're not bad play callers.
Right.
But I'm not mad about the hire. I think it's just see how it shakes out.
Right.
That coaching staff. The only thing I worry about though is like Kraft wants to like change the culture. We've been losing, so you took a guy that's been on the coaching staff for the last 5 years. That's been losing. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing. If you guys you guys had a coordinator and you went on a 3 or 4 year, like, no playoff streak, would you want someone to get bumped up?
Yeah.
Would you want to go outside of the organization and try?
Yeah.
Time will tell.
100%.
I have full faith in him, but we'll see, yeah.
I think this is a good change for you guys.
He won a Super Bowl there. He went to the Pro Bowl there. He knows what it takes to win. So.
And who would know other than the guy who played for this team for
exactly.
as long as he did.
And played for He's been under Belichick for God knows how long.
So he would know how to work a defense, work a team. He knows what's needed to be successful
in that environment too. He knows how the fans are and everything. So I think that's what went into that decision.
Yeah. So that's a good move. I just hope that you guys can get the players needed to make that team good again.
Because last year wasn't necessarily coaching; it was
just more so players.
Jalen Reagor running wide receiver 2 snaps.
Yeah, and then Juju
with his bad knee, Devontae Parker dropping balls.
I can't believe I'll never forget when I read that report where his knee was about to explode.
I know they went graphic with it.
I was like, wow, how bad is his knee?
It was in quotations.
Yeah, it was about to explode. I was like, what
said that?
I was like, what the I forget. I just read it. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
But like some doctor probably was like, yeah, his knee's about to explode.
I'm like, how, bro?
What do you mean by explode?
Right.
Sean McDermott heard that and was like, explode, you say?
Oh, man. And lastly, Cowboys linebacker Michael Parsons on Dan Quinn's future. Quote, he might take me with him. You never know. This dude likes to troll.
All the time.
This man.
And he had a bad game. He did not have a good game.
Well, he finally got a call that he needed.
He did, yeah. Skip was saying he was overrated. He like shit on him the whole.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but yeah, he was being biased, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out Skip for the trash can thing.
Oh,
did you see that? That was funny. It kept closed.
Yeah.
Open it, follow it up.
Yeah.
It was like a game. I was waiting. I was like, he's not going to get this thing off in time to throw it away. It's going to close.
Robert Kraft explains decision to part ways with head coach Bill Belichick after 24 seasons. That's tough. Yeah, I saw that. That was actually pretty sad. The speech that they gave.
It was very somber. Belichick was about to cry. It was very just like. Ooh.
And then they had to throw in. Of course, we're not going to be answering questions.
Yeah.
Classic Bill. They said, "I want my moment. Don't fuck with me."
There was a statement that came out too because now they're doing the Belichick slander.
Yeah.
And this was from The Athletic, I think, which is like a pretty reputable source.
Yeah.
That Belichick told Kraft that Brady was fucked.
Mm-hmm.
That he was washed pretty much.
Yeah.
And then what did he do? Won a Super Bowl.
Said that's the worst. That's going to be your biggest mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what was it? It was. They wouldn't give Brady a little extra money.
Even though bro's been taking a pay cut forever.
And then Tampa got, 3 years out of him?
Yep.
A Super Bowl?
And got a Super Bowl.
So maybe it was Belichick. Oh, I didn't show you guys. So guess who Belichick wanted in the draft? besides Mac Jones.
Oh.
Davis Mills. So Kraft wanted Mac, and Belichick said, let's wait till the second round. We'll get Davis Mills. He needed to be fired. Is Mac bad? Yeah. But did he have a good rookie year? Has Davis Mills... No, clip it. Clip it. I didn't even want to be disrespectful. I respect everything he's done for the organization. Davis Mills.
Oh, my God.
And he's drafted, another statistic, more head coaches than 1,000-yard wide receivers. Cliff Kingsbury, Kevin O'Connell, now Gerard Mayo. Patriots have had 1,000-yard receiver, which was Julian Edelman.
Oh, God.
In 22 years.
Actually, y'all just reminded me about a clip. I'm going to see if one of my boys can be a mod in the pod so he can clip our stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely thank you for reminding me about that. So after reading about this, I don't know why this just floated out of my head, but I think my stock for Jared Goff just shot up. Lions quarterback Jared Goff says trade from Rams will never leave me.
He had the biggest game of his life besides the Super Bowl that he lost.
Yeah.
But it was a defensive Super Bowl. But biggest game technically of his life, you would almost, and he rose up and he won that.
And after that, I fucks with bro.
Yeah. Now he has a chance to go, which I do believe we can talk about that, but he's probably going to go to the NFC Championship game. Gets past Baker.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, good on them.
100%.
Yeah.
Whether it's Baltimore...
it'd be San Fran or Green Bay. Yeah.
So, I just want to skim through these reports, and then we can get into the slandering of these teams.
All of them.
Yeah, there's a lot to slander.
So, NFL announces the designated teams for the London games in 2024. I will look into that later. So, we will continue our 9 o'clock tirade of getting up early on Sundays.
Yes.
And I agree with Devin. Snoresville.
Yeah. I'm talking somewhere cool like Mexico or
They did play a game in Mexico like 7 or 8 years ago.
I remember
that thing was packed.
Oh yeah, it was.
fans
We need to go back to doing that. That was crazy.
I think they put it on Monday night too, and the time zone is not that different.
Yeah,
so
it is. It is. Yeah.
Also, take the Pro Bowl back to Hawaii.
Please.
Yeah.
Please get this junk out of Orlando.
It's
please.
cool. It's like 45 minutes away, but
away from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their flag football's away from
What he said.
Yeah.
Bears general manager Ryan Poles offers no decision on quarterback Justin Fields' future. Well, we're going to, quote, do what's best for the organization. Yeah, you out of there.
Yeah. That's not a lot of confidence.
The general manager of the Bears. Vikings general manager. Oh, okay. His comment on Kirk Cousins. It's certainly my intention to have him back here. Cap.
You sure? Yeah.
Cap.
Throw Nick Mullins out there. You can see how that works. God, he pissed me off, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Couldn't watch him play.
I was on that hate train too. And apparently Dobbs was doing worse. Go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure. Yeah, Giants, the defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale mutually part ways after 2 seasons. Yeah, they got into it. I did share that report with you guys. Pete Carroll out as Seahawks head coach after 14 seasons to remain with team as advisor. I believe that's it. Bears fire OC Luke Getsky. 4 offensive assistants are also fired as well. Titans GM says door is never closed on possible Derrick Henry return. Cap.
Yes. He said goodbye. I don't know what else you would want, but
Chat, start putting some blue hats in the chat, please. Panthers tight end Hayden Hurst, too many voices in Bryce Young's ear, hurt rookie quarterback, 100%. Yeah, we can literally tell by watching y'all.
Yeah.
That's some UFC news.
Okay. Just trying to get through all this stuff. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get into next week. Yeah, or last week. Okay. All right. So that is all of the news, the NFL news topics. Okay. What's going on with USC or UCF? No, UFC.
UFC. UFC 300 will now have Jim Miller versus Bobby Green and Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway.
So a stacked lineup is what we're.
We've already had it kind of stacked. Let's see. The UFC 300, Whaley versus some other chick.
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nichols fighting. Charles Oliveira's fighting. Cody Garbrandt's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Aljamain Sterling. Some Russian guy.
So stacked nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, it should have been UFC 300.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the games pulled up so we can give our so we can do our predictions and then we can get into some slandering because okay.
A lot of slandering to be done.
And can I get a okay.
I got a hell yeah.
All right, so divisional playoffs. And I gotta wait 30 years for this shit to load. All right, so let's talk about these teams. Are there any specific games that we want to talk about in particular besides the birds?
Besides the obvious?
Because unless we want to get into that first.
Maybe we can get into all of them. Only what? Six?
Yeah. So we can start with Houston, Cleveland. I mean, that was just I expected I did not expect Joe Flacco just to.
Yes.
This really was more on Joe than anyone else.
Wow, bro. Bro went from a surgical quarterback. Oh, what this is what the team needed because Deshaun is out to might want to go back home, bud.
Yeah, they just got he looked awful.
Yeah.
It was Joe and the Browns defense.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Clap.
The defense, which is taking them there, took them out.
And after Noah Brown went out, the defense was like, hold up, we got you, CJ.
Yeah.
Because, wow.
Noah Brown's out for the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah. Bro's losing his offensive weapons by the game.
No Tank Dell, no Noah Brown, and now they're in the divisional
game
against Baltimore.
Now you got your tight end and you got Robert
Woods.
Roy
That's a good name for him.
I said Roy Woods. My fault. I was listening to man's. I almost say it again. Robert Woods. Roy Woods. That's funny.
Nico Collins is solid too.
Yeah.
Nico Collins kind of was the one right now.
Mm-hmm. Next game, we have the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Again, that was just a bad game by the Dolphins all around. Yes, injuries were a factor, but you still have one job is to win the game, and they just executed poorly.
Injuries, the weather.
It was a combination, and nothing that the Chiefs did sold me that they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, 100%. No,
it really wasn't. It was just they put up 26 points.
Yep. I mean, because now they have to. This game's on Paramount. Oh, CBS. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I was about to lose my shit.
Sign it up.
I was about to lose my shit because I was like, bro, this whole Peacock issue. Yeah.
We went to the bar. We went to the Orleans, and they're like, yeah, if we show it and we get caught showing it, it's a $25,000 fine.
What?
Yeah, they can't stream it. They can't even put it on the TV.
Oh.
I guess if you have the capability to get the app.
Y'all should have told me I had that. Did y'all end up watching the game? Okay, just making sure. I was about to say, I was like, I had the game on over here. I was like,
pull up with the homies, bro.
No, I guess a lot of places couldn't show it, which I'm like, if I'm in Miami,
Yeah.
I'm a Dolphins fan and I can't go to the local
Yeah,
bar to watch my game, I'd be like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next game we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Again, as you said before, if they played how they did in the fourth quarter and the first quarter, it'd be different score or different game. Yeah. But shout out to Green Bay for being a young team and probably winning one of the biggest games of the season.
I also feel like Green Bay was just like, all right, we can kind of go easy now.
Oh yeah,
they did laugh a little bit. You're right.
I don't think it's all Dallas coming back like that. I do think they let up a little bit.
They did let up, and I was starting to be like, y'all need to keep your yeah.
Because if you would have added an extra like 10 minutes of that,
that they would have came back. Yeah, I think they would have came back.
Yeah. To go back to KC, do you see Holmes' helmet?
Yeah, cracked.
Oh, the crack! I totally forgot to bring that up. I need to start writing this shit down like as soon as it happened because I totally want to talk about it. So yeah, L helmet. Bring back the old helmets.
I guess so. Well, they didn't crack.
According to the people like the helmet manufacturer, like it did its job. I mean, people are tripping because they're like, "Oh my god, if I would have got hit like that, I would be dead." It's not because he got hit hard,
right?
Because it's negative 37 degrees out.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for bringing that up because that totally just went over my head when I saw it. So thank you for bringing that up.
I don't even think he got hit like right on
it. It wasn't even crown. It was somewhere in this general area. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad you brought that up because I was really about to just say fuck these helmets, bring back the old ones and stuff. But I'm glad. I totally forgot about that shit. Yeah, that was like a one-off. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I saw a picture. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then he was upset because he had to get a new helmet, adjust to that. I was like, all right, I get that because we're all football players. It feels weird throwing on a different helmet.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah.
Your head's been kind of like warm in the helmet.
Exactly.
Like negative 37 degrees.
Mm-hmm. You don't have the same padding, all that shit. I'm like, I get that part. I completely agree. Then we can go to. Can we call this a revenge game? The LA versus Detroit game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a revenge game for either one of them, I guess. Really.
Yeah.
I mean,
more so for
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Matt won the Super Bowl.
So. Right.
I think Matt was ready to get up out of there, so they kind of granted his wish, and it worked out.
Right. I was reading the comments. This was the most balanced trade you could ever make, to where both teams won. I mean, even though one won a Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah, like if the Lions win a Super Bowl with Goff, then I think it's probably the
most balanced trade
I think in NFL history. I mean, worked out for everyone.
Right. But this game honestly just had everything that you needed. This was actually the only close game.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah.
Could have gone either way.
Yeah. I was sort of torn because I wanted Stafford to win in Detroit, but then I was like, I need Goff to beat his former team. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, this was you can't draw this shit up any better.
I'm like when
it's right now it's so hard to root against the Lions. I feel like
it is hard to root against them.
Like, they're not supposed to be there.
No, not at all.
And just the fact that Dan Campbell was on that 0-16 team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now he's coaching them in the playoff in 36 years.
It's a storybook, bro. You can't write this up any better.
And the script is them winning the Super Bowl. Sorry.
Oh
it
yeah.
Is. No, it is. But like,
yeah.
I think also like when your team gets bounced, you kind of just want the team that hasn't had it in a while.
Oh, 100%.
Lions haven't had it. Like you completely agree with that.
100%, man.
Always be for the underdog.
Yeah.
Oh, always.
You know, Lions, Texans Super Bowl.
Maybe
not that far back.
Goodell won't let that shit slide.
Yeah, no.
Goodell won't let that shit slide, but I get it.
Oh yeah. No, that was a face mask.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know who to root for.
Exactly.
No, that's the face mask.
Right.
Horse call.
Next, we have Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. Honestly, this was just. I already knew who was going to win this one. It was already decided.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Pittsburgh for, trying to make a comeback. They were within
shout out to A for effort.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, because they could have been like the other team and scored 9 points, or been another team and scored 7 points.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey.
9, it could have been
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm just
No, 9 to 10, yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't.
Yeah. Because you have a coach who doesn't believe in field goals, so shout out to the points we left on the table.
You thought it was Dan Campbell.
Yeah, 100%. Big Huevos got him no points in return.
Yeah. I'm glad Nick got his one call of the game in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one call that didn't really do us any justice, but it is what it is. And now we're here.
Just like that.
All right. So this game is gonna be a vent session, and this will be my last. This will be my last discussion about this team.
Huh.
You got the floor, bro.
Thankfully, it's over. No more Philly memes.
No more roller coaster rides.
We're officially dead.
No more. Oh, I can't wait to see this team play. Oh, fuck, this team's playing. Why did you do that? Oh, we won. Yeah, no more of that.
Hefe Lurie. You need to start firing people tomorrow.
Today? We still got time in the day.
I looked every time I got a Bleacher Report today.
Waiting for it.
Nope. Oh. Nah,
the only one I saw was Kel's retiring. I was like, that's the wrong news I wanted to read.
Yeah.
I wanted to see so-and-so got let go.
Well, I totally figured it last night. Like I said earlier, he hugged the O-line coach and talked to him for like 5 minutes. I was like, yeah, he's over. It's over.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? So before you get into Philly's guts, pause.
Oh.
Did you happen to see our free agency list? That's a huge list.
No,
I'll let you.
Very extensive. A lot of mid in there, but there's some big names. Yeah.
So some people were saying that they should not bring those people back. I'm just like, at this point, I don't care anymore. Give me until.
Is he a free agent? Can we cut him?
He was unfortunately he was not a part of that list. Unfortunately.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, that list. Yeah, that's
it doesn't end.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Because Bradley.
So do remember that a lot of people were signed on like 1-year deals.
Yeah,
and like
squad.
Yeah. So the big names, Shaq.
Zach Cunningham. I think we should keep Zach. We're gonna need Driscoll.
Mm-hmm. I think Roby was on that list.
We keep BG if he doesn't retire.
Let him.
He's gotta retire here, man.
Okay, but
what about Fletch? You know, keep
Fletch. He's gotta keep.
Well,
is it like a nostalgia act? I mean, they're still productive, I guess. But
he's still productive, but he's a big veteran guy.
I'm not going to put him out there starting. I'm going to let those young bloods go in, and then he can sub in because...
You can coach him or whatever. You can be that veteran presence.
Same thing with BG. Bro can stay... He's not starting, but he can be that veteran presence.
He's still good,
though.
Shaq, you can get the fuck out.
I'd say give him some time. I mean, again, bro, come on. He had like 5 games. Who was it?
Not good enough.
What? Off of 5 games?
Get off my team,
bro. Get the get the coordinator,
brother. Did he miss a tackle yesterday?
Who called the shit defense,
bro?
We can go. It's gonna be a loop, bro.
Bro, the play calls don't affect you standing flat-footed. Getting shook by running straight.
All right, so check this out. Get rid of all of our corners. Get rid of Slay. Keep Slay. Get rid of Bradbury. Get rid of that front defensive line.
Get rid of Byard.
Get rid of wash that whole defense and keep Slay. Bradbury can be the first one to go because he got overpaid just to watch somebody run past him.
And he's not even on the list.
Because they paid him to stay on the team, bro. And you know what's crazy? The dude who we let go is in the next round.
He might go to the NFC Championship.
I hate this team. I love this team, but I hate this team with a burning passion right now. I may be just as mad at this team as no, actually, the hatred I have for Dallas is nowhere near as mad as I am at this team. So that's fair.
I'm not mad at the team. I'm more mad at the coaching staff, which is the team, but and Bradbury. Send him to Dallas.
What?
Send him to Dallas.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, so they can stink
So I
up
can
that.
hate him.
So they can stink up that team.
Him and
100%.
Gilmore, the old man
Jesus
retiring.
Christ.
Keep Dak. 'Cause he's the greatest quarterback ever.
Cap.
And then
Can we get some caps in the chat?
Send the greatest corner over there.
Jesus Christ. Look, man.
Bradbury.
I don't know what to say. All right, so
Let me go through who I'm going to keep on this. Cox, Graham, Swift, 100%.
we'll probably let him go.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even though he's like,
And we'll re-sign Boston Scott to some bullshit and let Swift walk because
I love Scott.
why not?
Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott.
I love Boston Scott, but no.
And then for some reason, Rashad Penny still has a job.
He's a free agent, but yeah.
So we're going to let the guys who were productive on this offense walk, and then we're going to keep the dudes who were on the bench stay.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, so my issue, and this will be my closing point with this team. You were right. No leadership.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that I was blind to it. I just never bothered to look into it. I was more so like, it has to be the head coach, or it has to be the head coach. It has to be the coordinators. So this is me as a Philly fan saying that Ronnie was right. I got this.
I don't take pride in it either because you guys, I mean, the team is too good to not have a leader, and they just don't have one.
And when I sent that photo, and I'm glad that Dallas Goedert did that, yelling at Hurts sums up the entire season. Now,
how many people have done it and we're like, oh, what's going on?
But you know what?
Like, you get in that motherfucker's face.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I saw that last season. Everybody was like, oh, well, he was a leader last season, and we were winning.
Yeah.
Look at the play style and just the way he
played the game,
carried himself.
Yes, we all bought in
because he was like MVP candidate last year.
Yes,
and then now you're just
dog shit. You fell off. No production. All I wanted, I did not care what the record was. I wanted someone to fire this team up the way Brady did. Breeze did it. Both Mannings did it. Fucking Phillip Rivers.
Whoa.
And he came up short every season.
And they still were ready to play for him.
Bro, I just needed someone to sit up here and get in your face and be like, yo, wake the fuck up.
Even Fletch yesterday, after he made that sack.
Yeah.
Coming off the field.
Mm-hmm.
When he got into it with
one of the
coming off the field, he was screaming and and then you look at Jalen after he throws a touchdown. Like, bro, show some emotion, do something.
After the whole thing with DeMar Hamlin, you know who fired that team up? Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Josh Allen wasn't all there mentally, Stephon Diggs had the presence of mind to be like, you know what? If we're still going to play this game, I need y'all to be locked in.
Yeah.
No one on that team did it. Baker Mayfield, who everybody wrote off, fires this team up.
He was doing smelling salts before he walked out and was screaming in the tunnel.
That game against the Vikings, that it was the Bucks and Vikings, and Baker was talking all that shit.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
That was like week 2, week 3. He was going crazy.
I did not give a fuck what happened this season. I just needed someone on that sideline to be like, yo, galvanize the troops. CJ did that last season, and I think that's why we were so good last year.
I think Hurts did a little bit more, but I don't think I saw Hurts celebrate one touchdown this entire season.
No.
He walked to the sideline straight-faced every time.
And just sat there. The stuff that
on the bench while Dallas is yelling in his face.
And then all this emotion that AJ Brown was showing, That's what we needed.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's probably what he was arguing with him about.
That's probably what the issue was.
Probably a missed call too, or whatever, missed throw or misplay or whatever the hell was going on. But fuck, dude. That's all we needed was some emotion and some leadership. The fact that Jason Kelce is fucking crying, knowing that this is his last game, bro.
Well, I don't think it's.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with that. It was that too. I mean, but that too. But still, bro.
Also, where's maybe not the appropriate time? Where's Jalen in this? Like, that's your center. You just rode with him the last 3 or 4 years. Maybe he did. I'm sure he consoled him at some point, but like,
yeah, well,
I didn't see him near him the whole time when Jason's crying on the sidelines.
No,
not even like a tap or like, let me put my head.
Oh, honestly, that could have probably also happened off cam too, and then it's something like that. So it's not like I can only speak for what I see.
There's just a lot of factors that go into just Jalen just not okay. Good, you can score, you can run, you're fast, you can throw the ball. There's so many more elements to being
a leader.
Not even just a leader, but like you just got paid, so they need you to act like you. They need you to act like we just put the trust in you.
Or is he in his Johnny Manziel phase?
I don't care about football.
I don't care about football. I don't really want to play it. I'm kind of sick of it.
That too.
It could be.
Bro, I needed someone to get hemmed up by the fucking jersey. Shaking them like, yo, like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Quarterbacks before them did not let that shit slide.
And I wish he would have did this shit last year.
Who, Jalen?
Yeah.
Before he got paid?
Before he got paid. Now, I'm going to close it out with mine. Fire the entire coaching staff. Not the entire coaching staff, but the defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
The offensive coordinator needs to go. Because bubble screens and 5-yard checkdowns are not going to win the game. And then once you throw it deep, it works up the middle with fucking Smitty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like we're going to go back to 5-yard checkdowns. What?
The inconsistency from this, the incompetence from this team is just all-time high.
And then, I know how much we paid you, Jalen. That contract is getting restructured.
So, here's a tidbit. I brought this up last year. The contract gets progressively more expensive as the years go on. So it's layered. So it does. You're right.
Why is everything you saying coming back and biting us on the ass?
Just
what the fuck, bro?
You paid him because you guys went to the Super Bowl. I didn't see enough out of him.
What the fuck, bro?
I didn't see enough out of him to warrant that
Jeez, dog. So So Ronnie, no, I'm not bullshitting. Everything you literally said this past offseason is coming back, and you were right.
The only thing I didn't call was I didn't think it was going to be this bad because I didn't think the coordinators were going to alter the face of this team this much.
Right.
I would have never called that. I didn't say one way or the other. I just didn't think it was going to be a problem.
But still, though, bro, Lamar Jackson, if we're talking about modern QBs now who's leading their team, they believe Lamar. 110%. Anybody that plays for that team believes Lamar. Jay Herbo. Freaking Burrow. Wow.
I love Burrow.
Stafford. Goff.
Even Goff. You see when they gave him the game ball.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Yes.
Because that's their dude.
T-Law.
Yeah.
Good enough for fucking Detroit.
Yeah. See, and they went crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I genuinely believe that. Who else? CJ Stroud.
Oh. Look how
what?
A rookie.
Bro, even though he has so much to prove, it's the fact that he's making that a point now to get people behind him. Mm-hmm. Jalen's been in the league for 3 years, and we are questioning whether or not you're a leader.
Jalen's been in the league for 4 years now.
4 years, sorry.
He came in after.
Fuck. Even Pat Mahomes coming up. Even though Pat Mahomes, say what you want, he leads a team.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes is the lead.
He's a leader, bro. We can go through everybody who throws a football in this league. But he's the one person that we sitting here and it's just like
Baker's leading, and Baker's been bounced around from
how many teams?
Over in Cleveland,
yes.
He got screwed over in Carolina, and now look at him.
Come on, bro. And then Sean McVay backed him up.
Sean McVay, yeah.
And then now, where's he at now? Divisional.
He probably would have got re-signed in LA if they didn't have Stafford.
Exactly.
And now he's in Tampa, and you look at him.
Come on, dog. I don't. He's not a leader at all by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't think he wants to play.
To me, he wants to play, but I think he wants to play. Real shit, as bad as Carson act, he wanted to play. Both, I genuinely believe they love this game and they will do anything for their teammates. But when it comes down to it, galvanizing an offense and being a leader, they lack in that department. A good person behind the scenes, probably a good person off the field and on the field. But in terms of who we need to step up, I'd say he's the equivalent of KD. I just want to hoop. I just want to hoop, dog.
Yeah.
I just want to hoop. The whole thing with Kyrie, phenomenal talent, champions, all that stuff. Check all the boxes. Leader, I just want to hoop. Mm-hmm. Oh well, I don't think that we even need a head coach. Come on, bro.
I don't know. I'm just getting. Now that I think about it, I'm just getting.
Johnny
Manziel vibes.
Hell,
job for me.
Bro, I see it as just a dude who's just like he means well, but he's not what we like. He's not going to. I'm sorry.
He just wants to throw the football.
He's going to take you as far as he'll get you.
Yeah.
That's all I see it as. Honestly, that's my final take on it. As far as coaches, I've been saying it. I can't keep saying it enough. Get rid of the coaches. As far as Nick Sirianni, maybe make him I don't know, operations person or whatever. I don't know what to do with him.
Operation of the concession stand?
I don't know. Because do I feel like it's like, yes, he won us a Super Bowl, but at the same time, I think that he could have, or he didn't win a Super Bowl. He got us to a Super Bowl. Sorry, he got us to a Super Bowl. What I'm trying to say is, if he would have took over the reins, we wouldn't have been in this mess. But he wanted to let the guys flourish and take control. I get it. I absolutely get it. Wrong call.
Did he call plays last season?
Yes.
Did he?
He called plays, and then he eventually gave control over to the OC and DC.
And ever since his "see ya" thing in the tunnel against Casey, they went like 2-6.
Yeah.
Because he had to that was his Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He had to prove something.
Yeah.
Screw you. He sucks. Your quarterback, talent-wise, does not suck. As a leader and as a locker room guy, sucks. The team doesn't have a lot of questions. You guys are going to be back in the playoffs next year. There's no question about that because Dallas is going to probably take a tick down. I think they got to figure out what they're doing. Washington will step up. I think they're going to get a good rookie quarterback. It's not a question of like, is Philly's window closed? It's not closed because there's enough talent. But you all got to answer some questions.
You know who's in the draft?
Sorry, go ahead. Who's in the draft? Who?
It's a nice red drink.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Oh.
Defensive back, Alabama.
Alabama.
You guys need to draft defensive back with that pick.
Freaking Howie. You know how he's a wizard in the draft, so he's a big believer in the draft. So we'll see what he does.
I will say, can you guys draft defensive backs? Who's the last defensive back you drafted? Besides maybe Ringo, but he didn't really get a lot of touches this year. I think you guys have whiffed on most of the ones you drafted.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we draft dog shit wide receivers.
Belichick with the offense
is like how he is with the D. Yeah, bro can't draft a defensive player for trash.
Besides Jalen Carter.
Back then. Besides them.
You got lucky with that pick too. He was not supposed to fall out.
I mean, yeah.
No one's
I mean, he made out like a bandit defensively. This past draft. So, my last thing too, Philly fans. So if you guys come across this channel, and you guys know because I got it in the bio and everything. Do better. Philly fans, the fans who stood behind all the debauchery, the ones that were complaining, all that stuff. This season was more to humble Philly fans. No more of that shit. I get it. We can be rowdy. We can be honest. We can be all that stuff because that's what makes Philly fans Philly. But after today, y'all really showed y'all asses this past season with how disgusting we can be. I'm not even actually. Well, I'm a Philly fan, so I have to throw myself in there. But I'm not with the debauchery. Long story short, do better. That's my final message. Next season, I hope that we learn and then we come back better. That's it. Next week we're gonna cover schedules because I totally forgot they released schedules. Yeah. So that's one thing that's one thing I just forgot.
And to kind of piggyback on that, with us, meaning New England and Philly fans, the cool thing about us that we can bond over is that we always care about our team.
Yes.
No matter what.
100%.
We sat through each and every one of these games. I knew it was a lost cause.
Yep.
But the difference between like passion and disrespect is just disgusting.
It's clear as day, and you can't say that you're just passionate about it. It's similar like FSU fans. Y'all are cool with all the stuff that y'all do, but y'all never take ownership for the fact that y'all quit on that bowl game. Blatantly quit on that bowl game. That is not passion. That is just a piss poor excuse of being a fan, and that's my final take. That's all I really got.
Fire, Nick.
Lastly, real quick, we can just do this weekend's games for predictions, and then we can close it out. So we have the Texans going up against the Ravens at 4:30. I have the Saturday.
I'm going to take the Ravens. Mark Andrews is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a slight against Houston. They're just not built for it yet.
Yeah. I mean, and again, they keep losing key players by the week.
Yeah.
So that's really going to hurt them trying to get further into the playoffs.
Yeah. So I will absolutely take the Ravens. I'm not even going to say it's going to be a blowout. I think it will be a decent game because I think Stroud's going to show up and.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, Ravens are gonna.
He is the sole reason why they will have an opportunity to get far and make it a game. It's just, can they hang with Baltimore tit for tat? Not really.
The Niners couldn't.
Yeah.
There's no way none of these teams could this year.
100%. Yeah. Next game, then we have the 8:25 game on Saturday is the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers. Again, this could be a statement game for Green Bay. I don't think that they upset 49ers.
No, I don't.
I mean, hey, it happened. It really depends.
I'm not.
You going with the Pack?
You're going.
I'm gonna take the safe option and go with the 49ers.
I get a little weary of this rest that they've had. Sometimes this can screw teams up.
Right.
The 49ers are a product of that.
I don't think that Jair came back.
No, I don't think he did.
So I don't think I'm not sure his availability will be questionable.
I thought he did come back.
No, not after that injury. He didn't come back. He didn't return to the game. I don't know the status of his injury, but he just didn't return to the game. So I don't know which was the ankle that he hurt, obviously. So he depending on that, he may not be available.
Like I said, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing in the world.
Right.
I think San Francisco just has too much talent.
Right. Then the next game we have the Buccaneers versus the Lions. I am going with the underdog. Or would they be the underdog? The Bucs would be the underdog. I'm going with the Lions.
I'm going with the Lions. Yeah. I thought about it for a second, but Lions are at home.
Yeah, they just have too much to play for, and it just works out in their favor.
I think Tampa, in the back of their mind, they would never admit it, but they're probably like, "Damn, we got this far. This is cool."
Yeah." Even though it was not a revenge game for them against Philly, but they just caught a shitty team.
Yeah.
But the Lions are more uniform, so I don't think that they'll win.
It is crazy though. Like I said, beginning of the year, one of these teams get into the conference championship, wouldn't have put that on anything.
Right.
The fact that the Bucs or the Lions will be in it.
Right. I had them written off.
Yeah.
I even had, I had the Lions making it, but I had Green Bay written off.
Yeah.
And they're here in the divisional.
Yeah.
And lastly, the Chiefs versus the Bills. I'm sorry, but the Bills are looking better now than they were earlier.
I know.
So it's at the Bills. Cold conditions. Both these teams are no stranger to one another.
No stranger to the cold either.
Exactly.
This goes against my hot take that I had many months back. I
Oh,
think this is the Bills.
okay.
I just think it's the Bills' time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bills' time to go to the Super Bowl. That's too far. But to beat the Chiefs,
if they beat the Chiefs and they happen to lose against the Ravens,
yeah,
then I think you have to run it back with that team.
Yeah, because they
got farther to where they've gotten.
Yeah.
So I think that leads hope for the future for this team. Bills Lions? Yeah, the NFL not gonna like that shit.
Fucking year is this?
Yeah. Bills Lions Super Bowl, no, they're not gonna fuck with it.
Either way, this is a win-win for the drama side of it.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Also, shout out to the NFL for making it a 6:30 game, not an 8:30 game.
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't do that. We didn't do that on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Now I can go to bed at a reasonable time on a Sunday.
Facts, yeah. Yeah, so Sunday's games are at 3 p.m. and 6:30.
Which I think the conference championships are at the same time, too.
Yeah.
On Sunday. I think 3 and then 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So appreciate that.
Yeah,
even though the Super Bowl's still at 8. No, Super Bowl's at,
6 something.
But it ends up ending at 11 because of halftime shows.
Yeah, halftime and then all these freaking commercials and whatnot, yeah.
I will hear no Super Bowl. Oh, ball stuff. I will hear no Super Bowl commercial slander.
Oh, this Super Bowl?
Or any.
Oh God, okay.
I don't know. They just to me they've gotten progressively not funny, but that's just me.
That's true. They're not the same as.
Yeah, because back in the day, like growing up watching that junk, that shit was funny.
It was funny. That shit was cool.
Yeah, I remember going back to school and be like, "Hey, yo, did y'all see that commercial with so and so?" Yeah.
I feel like they paid way too much for a spot.
Oh, 100%.
They don't have any like production value.
Yeah, no, they just making commercial just for the hell of it.
They just want their name out there.
Yeah, they wasting all that money just for a little spot that they can't even. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely appreciate y'all for tuning into the pod, man. Thank y'all so much. There's actually a lot of y'all. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for those who voted. Oh, everybody, the people who voted Eagles Bucks as the biggest upset loss. Hey man, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Shut up.
I mean, I knew something was gonna go on, but wow, only 9 points. You can't make that stuff up, bro.
I think it's gotta be Green Bay for me.
Green Bay.
In the manner it happened.
Yeah. I mean that was one too, but I was just like I should have put that in there because I had the Browns Texans. Well, I put Green Bay Dallas. No, I'll put Green Bay Dallas. Only one person voted Green Bay Dallas.
Shout out you, bro.
But definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We'll definitely have some more podcasts for y'all next week. We'll actually talk about the schedules next week because they actually released it. They actually crept up on us with that because I remember they dropped the schedules after the Super Bowl last year. So they were very early with these schedules. So we will definitely sit down, review them next week.
And the home schedules already dropped or something.
Yeah, they dropped.
Yeah,
home and away. I saw Phillies. Ours looks like an easier schedule. I know we play the NFC. We play the AFC North. We play the Jags. I think the Chargers. I think we played. Yeah, we played Jags again at home at Philly.
Yeah,
at
you
Philly.
You guys play Tampa though.
Again, yeah, we played Tampa again at Tampa. Yeah,
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second. No, we didn't play Tampa last year, but we played Tampa again. Definitely need to this is a sign I need to get some tickets to see Tampa.
One more chance.
Yes, this is my last chance, literally. Last chance, last call for Tampa versus Philly in Tampa. So we're gonna answer the bell and we're gonna be at that game. But
this is the last chance?
Well, I don't know if they're gonna make the schedule like after next season if we're gonna have another Florida game because we played the Dolphins, but we played Dolphins at Philly, so that's the last Florida.
The last time that we played the Jags?
Last season. Yeah, we played them last season. We played them at home. Yeah, it was a rainy game. Yeah, it was a rainy game at home. We played them, and I remember because I was doing fantasy, and I had Miles Sanders, and he went off crazy that game, like over 100 something yards on the ground. But appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. We will be back next week, same time, same location. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all, and we are out.
Yeah, now that
crap.
We're done with the pod.